All right, so here we are. We are with Mayor Faulconer.
Good morning.
And Mr. Downtown, Robert Weichel. Thanks for having us out here.
Good to see you.
All right, so I know you're a busy guy. We're just going to get right to it.
Sure.
Recently, you just did the State of the City.
Yeah.
I know that went well for you. Give us a mini State of the City. Let's talk about some of the progress we've made since you've been in office.
Well, yeah, I'm really proud of the progress. San Diego's back. We're on track. I talked a lot on not only the changes and the reforms that we've made, the savings that were reinvested back into neighborhood services. So my focus on street repair, my focus on new parks for the city, extending library hours in rec centers, the things that the city should have been doing for the last couple decades, and really trying to set that tone of working well with people. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. It's really what's the right thing that we should be doing for San Diego to drive our economy and to make this exactly what we are, which is one of the most fantastic cities in the entire world.
America's finest city, right?
It is indeed.
So we put out a feeler to our audience on social media, and we said, what are the questions you'd like us to ask the mayor? And as you can imagine, the streets, homeless issues, jobs in downtown, and of course, the Chargers.
I never talk about the Chargers.
Never?
I can't believe somebody
Well,
would.
good. I'm glad we got you here right now. Is there still hope for the city? Do you still have hope for our football team?
Look, we've always said very clearly, we've come together as a city and a county with a very fair proposal that we spent a lot of time on. Tremendous support in San Diego for the team. You're not going to get that in Los Angeles, and I said that very clearly at my State of the City speech. So we have a fair proposal. It's on the table, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see. So, Robert, Mr. Downtown, big-time real estate guy here. One of the issues that we hear a lot on our show is the affordability of San Diego housing. We have rent prices going up. Housing prices themselves are going up. In a low-interest rate environment, who knows what happens with national mortgage rates? What do we do about affordability for people in San Diego?
Well, I think a lot of the things we talked about is Point Loma Nazarene just had a study that we talked about. 47% of the cost are right up front. So what we're looking to do is see if we can't streamline those costs, cut down those costs, make it more affordable. So I think that's what the biggest thing we need to do.
What do you think?
I absolutely agree. And one of the things that we're doing is cutting the bureaucracy time here in the city. With our development services department and others, we have to have clear rules of the road. We have to follow the rules of the road. But you have to get people through that process in a defined amount of time, because time is money. And as we're looking to increase housing affordability, making sure that we're doing everything we can as a city to encourage that, because we want people to have that American dream. We want people of all income levels to be able to afford a place to live, not only downtown, but in all parts of the city. And part of the reason why I've spent so much time on updating our community plans, so we have certainty. And that's what our neighborhoods deserve, and that's exactly what they're going to get.
Sensitive issue, homelessness. Many people have asked about that. What are we doing to improve on that front?
I'll tell you, I'm really proud of the work that we're doing with the City Council combined. Several things on the front. First of all, we got rid of just the winter tent. We have a year-round shelter now. It's much more results, transitioning twice the amount of people off the streets. And that's what it's all about, is giving people that extra help and support so they can get back on their feet, back into housing first, which is our model, and of course the services that helps them be successful. Also working really part and parcel with the County of San Diego. And just announcing some great funding for particularly those members who unfortunately have mental health issues. So a lot more help and dollars to back it up, again, to provide those wraparound services that help people transition off it. So it really is an issue that we are focused on. It's incumbent upon, I think, the city to do everything we can to not only give people that help and support, but I'm really focused on results.
Well, you've been involved in City Council for over 10 years, as mayor for 2 years. Robert, you've been operating downtown for quite some time as well. All of us know that downtown San Diego looked very different a decade ago, 15, 20 years ago. San Diego to me is one of the later emerging cities. You have San Francisco, New York, LA, some of these cities that have blown up and look the way that they do. What do you think the city is going to look like in 5, 10 years from now?
We're going to continue that great transformation, and it's one we're proud of. I mean, when I think back 10 years, Petco Park was just getting started. Since then, we've had our brand new Central Library, Thomas Jefferson School of Law. We're really becoming known as a hub for innovation, the Idea District, and downtown is a neighborhood. I mean, I never forget that, and so this is a great place to not only work, but to live, and of course, as we're providing all of those amenities that truly make us a world-class city. As you look on the work that we're doing on the waterfront, and I strongly believe, and I love when I get a chance to talk about it, downtown belongs to everyone. doesn't matter what part of the city you live in. This is your downtown. So as we've seen that transformation, you know, as I said, we're just getting started. We have about 35,000 people that live in downtown San Diego. Our community plan is updated, calls for a lot more growth to development. This is where you want density, is downtown. So I think there's some exciting years ahead for downtown San Diego.
Well, you've done a great job so far. What is your future vision of the city? It's not just downtown, but San Diego as a whole.
You know, really, neighborhood focus, and making sure that the taxpayers are getting their value on you know, their hard-earned money, and that's why my focus is on, you know, on street repair. It's on making sure our infrastructure is back and providing a place for our families to know that they have not only safe neighborhoods but quality neighborhoods, and protecting our environment. That's one of the things that makes us special here in San Diego. We love our environment, our clean air, our water. We hold that dear to us, and I'm proud of the climate action plan that we're putting forward. We're going to be doing our part in San Diego. So, you know, I firmly believe that when you work together, you collaborate, that's how you get great things done, and that's the tone that we're setting here in City Hall.
Mayor Faulconer, thank you for having us out here.
Good to see you, my
Mr.
friend. Thank
Downtown
you.
Robert Weichelt, thank you for what you do.
Absolutely.
Take care.